Good evening and salutations, my GH fans. Anna, I don't get it. I don't get it. There's so many things I'm just not really understanding about this Anna story. Anna's supposed to be this super spy, tough as nails. We're at a point where we're asking Sunny for help. I don't know. Here's the thing. When I sit there and think about Anna, what comes to mind for me personally um, is a show or a movie that was again a show called Nikita. I don't know if anyone remembers that show. It was on CW, it was on the USA channel, and it was a movie. When I sit there and think about badass spies, that's who I think of. And I just, this frail version, I'm not getting it. From super spy to whatever this version is, it's just, I don't know, it ain't working for me. I understand it's a soap opera and that they're trying to show her vulnerable side, but it just, and she's not there defending Valentine, right? Because she's not there talking about the security footage. And, she's like, yeah, Valentine checked it out, but, he said there was nothing. And Sonny was like, you believed him? And he's all like, oh, well, what reason would you have to lie? Or something like that. I'm just like, bro, you literally, not that long ago, was catching him in his lies before you went to your hotel room and saw all the mess that wound up happening. And you're still I don't understand this. She's defending him to Dante. She's defending him to Sonny. I swear, I feel like she is purposely putting her head in the sand for reasons that I can't understand why. I really don't. It's literally making no sense. Now, I also don't understand why Valentine and Nina is not confronting Charlotte about, at the very least, her just going to the hotel, going to Anna's room, using a card or whatever to go in her room. Why are they not sitting there? Mahmoud, why are they not sitting there confronting her about that? That the whole episode, I'm sitting there thinking, well, at some point, one of those two is going to sit there and bring it up. Nope, nope. And he decided to just not do that throughout the entire episode for reasons that I do not understand. And of course, Valentine told Nina to, erase the footage. So she's going to do it. Which, I mean, it makes sense. You know, um, Nina loves her like a stepdaughter. And of course, back in the day, fostered her bad behavior. Which is one of the reasons why I actually really didn't like Nina in the beginning. It was one of the reasons I really could not stand her. Her defending Charlotte's bad behavior and coming at Willow sideways. And it seems like that's what they're doing now. At the very least, you could sit there and confront her and find out why the hell was she actually in your hotel room for? What was she doing there? I don't get it. And of course, towards the end, she's sitting there playing with tarot cards. I don't know what that's supposed to mean. So it's a whole lot of nothingness and kind of stuff that's not really too important or stuff that I can really care less about. Like Felicia Smith there telling James about her job. I, I looked at my phone the entire time. But Lucy comes in and she comes in with Scotty. And Maxie gets there and they're talking about Tracy. And Maxie finds out that Lucy actually had a better offer that she could have took, but she didn't because she would have lost her 1% on ELQ. And she's just like, I can't believe you selfish ass have like, and she was literally going off on her. You had Scotty that was Smith there trying to defend Lucy. You got Mac that's Smith there trying to defend Maxie's situation, I was all on Maxie's side on that point. James comes out the room talking about your game is too loud or whatever. I sat there, was like, Maxie, if you don't tell that little boy to go back in his room, the grown-ups are talking, go back to bed. They all stopped like, oh my god, we just woke him up. No. It's called send his ass back to his room and finish grown up conversation. But at that point, it was already done. Um, and Maxie said some words to her and just walked off. And I really couldn't blame her for that. And Lucy left, and Scotty was like, no, don't worry, it's going to be okay. I was like, Scotty, don't do that. Don't do that. This is the reason why she's in this position in the first place. Okay? Do not add on to her delusion. Just no. Just no. Um, like I said, I don't blame her. Now, Brooklyn went off on Tracy. Tracy Smith did talk about you should thank me. I'm like, thank her for what? I don't feel bad for Brooklyn, just to be very clear. I really don't. She's all like, it's because of your blackmailing that got me fired. I'm just like, Brooklyn, you're rich. I was like, in all reality, it's not like you really have to sit there and worry about money or anything, but I think it's just more the point of it, which is, okay, fine. So she pretty much walked off and she was like, you lost a granddaughter, and she walked off. And, Tracy stood there with that tough exterior on her face, but you can tell she was hurt by that comment. You can tell she was hurt by that comment because I know there's a part of her that knows that is true. It's true what Brooklyn said, and it got to her. And at some point, she is, walking around the hospital. She finds Finn. They start to talk. Um, she runs into Gregory. They get to talking. And Gregory tells her the truth when he tries to open up the can of soda. And right then and there, she felt like crap. She felt like crap because of the way she was there treating him. That was like the instant regret. You can almost feel the tears coming from her eyes. That's how much she regretted every single interaction that she had with Gregory. There's a. That's why sometimes when if I'm either talking to customers or just strangers or whatever, I encounter someone, I always sit there and try to think. You never know that person's story, what they're going through. That's why I always sit there and try to treat people with a certain level of respect. Because you just don't know. You don't know what that person's going through. And it's reasons like that reminds me of why I don't want to sit there and sound like I'm super nice, but I'm very cordial with people because, again, you just don't know what that person's going through. I'm surprised that Sasha was not more angry at Cody when she found out that Cody knew about Gladys and what she was there doing to Sasha, taking money and all the other stuff. He knew. He didn't say anything. He didn't say anything because, they had a business arrangement between him and Miss Wu or Selena. So, he needed the money and stuff. And then after a while, it just became, well, if he says anything, he's going to get his legs broken. So, but she was surprisingly really understanding. Like she didn't lash out or anything like that, which is great. But I'm just surprised she wasn't a little bit upset with it. I guess because of maybe all the stuff that Cody has been trying to do to make up for that. But and then when it comes towards the end, when they're about to sit there and go to bed, because at first Cody was like, "Oh, we should sit there and go on a run," and it was like, that's a bad idea. It's time to go to bed, and Cody decides he wants to sleep on the floor. And Sasha's like, no, this is a bet. Like this is a bet for both of us. Like, it's fine. And he wants to sit there and try to do the noble thing by, being chivalrous and everything like that. And I said this in my days review. I'm gonna sit there and I said this in my days review. I'm gonna sit there and say this in this review as well. You are two grown ass adults. You can handle your emotions. You can handle yourself. What is the problem? Why should Cody have to sit there and wake up with back problems when he could just be like, you know what? I'm a grown adult. I can sit there and handle myself. It's fine. We're just sleeping in the same bed. It's not that big of a deal. I feel like it's a very old cliche that just should just ended a long time ago. Ended a very long time ago. Like back in the day when the wife used to sit there and get upset with the husband, like, oh, you're sleeping on the couch. And what's your goddamn mind if you think I'm gonna wake up with back problems because you're mad at me? No. You could be mad at me sleeping and I don't care. I am not messing on my back for you or anyone else. That is not gonna happen. Let's see, what else happened? Oh, and Anna has another theory. So the stuff that's been going on with Anna as far as the burning down her house, the graffiti, and now the hotel is something more personal. So she feels like there's two people. That the shooting, the Metro Court thing, that was Sonny. That was, that was aimed towards Sonny. And it was most likely by Pikeman. But as far as the hotel stuff, that's an entirely separate thing. That's somebody that's coming at her specifically, which makes sense. I guess I don't. I mean, it's kind of drastic, because it's like, why didn't you sit there and try to kill her again? Why did you not sit there and try to kill her again? If that was the case, burning down the hotel, burning down her house, she wasn't there. So messing up her room, you know, the graffiti. It's not the same thing as trying to literally kill someone with a gun. They're not, I'm saying, like that. They're not on the same level. I'm gonna sit there and try to shoot you, but then I'm gonna sit there and start, messing up your hotel and burning down your house. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they're not on the same level as far as trying to come after someone. That makes sense. But then again, you know how it is with the writing. They'll sit there and change things at the last minute and try to make it make sense. And we as the audience just have to sit there and be like, well, been watching it about 5, 10, 15 years. Why am I going to stop now at this point? And that's the thing sometimes with General Hospital. General Hospital will sit there and make these rewrites, and will do things, and it will disappoint us. But they know, as much as it'll disappoint us, we won't stop watching. We won't stop watching. Not really. I'm going to take breaks here and there. Maybe miss an episode or two. But overall, they know that we're going to still watch. I think sometimes that's kind of the bad part about General Hospital, is that the writers, the people that, they get very complacent. They get very complacent. Anyway, I feel like that's pretty much about it. I can't think of anything else that wound up happening, but like usual, if I miss something, come to the live stream tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. We'll sit there and talk about all the shows, GH, Days, Blind Art, and B&B. And, yeah, I'll see you in the next video.